Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kuyate Nora, your favorite virtual castmate, and yes, we are back, but today's a little different. So since we're catching up and I'm hungry, I am going to cook along with you all. I'm probably going to do a little bit of voiceover and clip insertions just so I can like get all of this done, because I mean it when I say I'm hungry. But let's talk hair. Hair has like grown. Oh wait, did I do my intro? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kuyate Nora, your favorite virtual castmate, and today I have a lot of explaining to do because I have not been on here in a couple of months. My bad. Let's just hop into it. A couple months ago, actually during the summer, I had a very eventful summer. Let's just start there. I'm gonna put timestamps into the description box so that if you want to skip over the beginning details, then feel free. But for those who actually care, we're gonna start from the beginning. So over the summer, I was flew out to London to visit some family with my best friend, and I had an incredible time. I was there for my birthday, and it was the first major trip that I had taken since El Panini, and it was so wonderful to be there and just be with family that I hadn't seen in quite some time. Then right after that, I come back, I get an email for an audition, and I'm like, okay, another one of the emails, gonna submit, probably not gonna book, just send it on time, and go to my next trip with my girlfriend who was getting married. So we had a bachelorette that I had to go to, so I literally filmed my video the night before, flew out again, and then came back to an email that I actually had a callback. So I was like, why does this happen this way? Like, why is it that when you don't put any energy or effort, then the results are just astronomical? I ended up having an in-person callback, and I was like, time to shine. Give him the goods, sis. And what did I do? Give it to him. Now, my side was a little underwhelming, but my song did what it needed to do. I actually ended up having another callback after that, I'm sure, to redeem myself, because it was given like, we're rooting for you, we're all rooting for you, please come through. I was rooting for you, we were all rooting for you. I ended up booking, and I was like, oh my god, yes. It was a tour. It was for the Lightning Thief TYA edition tour, and I was excited. I was cast as the role of Annabeth, which was the first time that I got to play a character where my ethnicity, race was not really the role. Annabeth is not about being black. She just happened to be black because black is me. I am black, if that makes sense. But I was so excited, and also because I had worked on My Grand Plan with basically half my studio at some point. So for me, I was just like, time to show the girls what I'm made of, right? That song is hard though. But I then had to reroute my life because I had to go up to New York and start the rehearsal process, and then from New York we were gonna leave for the tour in October. The creative team, like my director, oh my god, if you're watching, Josiah, you are an incredible human being. I will always tell you that. I had an incredible experience with my cast as well, and my director, and just building a relationship. But the show was cool. I liked how everyone came from a different walk of life. Also, this was the first time that I was actually one of the older people in the cast, which usually never happens. So that was funny to be like, oh child, like, that's above me now, versus the heightened energy that you get from a younger person. Not to say that like they were like a teenager, but they were at a different point in their life. So to see the different walking, or the different paths that everyone had been walking and how we all intersected at this particular time was pretty darn awesome. So our rehearsal period was about 3 weeks, and it was a wild time. All throughout this as well, I was teaching, which I won't do again. I don't know what happens in my mind where I end up doing a million things and vowing to myself that I won't do it again. But it took a part of my soul that I won't get back, and I am going to try my absolute best to steer clear from it, because it is very difficult to be present when you're strapped in 5 different places. So we go through a rehearsal period. I get my costume, which I'm like, whoa, I would never wear this, but like I'm wearing it as a character and I just feel different. It's just something about this that's like, woo, I'm giving. I'll probably insert clips of what it looked like. Now we go into tech week. Some things start to get revealed to me and I'm like, this is different and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I typically have like pre-show routines that help me to feel grounded, like really help me to walk into a show. And I don't feel like I actually did not have the time and space to do that. I missed a lot of important events as well, and I tried to make up for it in the midst of my process. We had like I want to say 2 days off before we left for our tour, which to me was insane because I'm just like, well, how are we supposed to get anything done? Like no grooming, no stuff, nothing. I ended up getting my hair done during tech week, which I ended up not even really liking because I guess I was not used to the color pattern. Like I had a different idea and it made me feel really off kilter. And if you're a black girl, you know something about getting your hair done that just like really sets the tone, whether it be the swoop of the baby hair, whether it be the style that you chose this time. It's just something about getting your hair done where you're just like, give it to them. And as much as I played up being cute with my hair, I did not like it. And I actually didn't even admit this to my cast until we were well into our tour, because I was hoping that if I said it enough times to myself that I would like it. And not that the braiding job itself was bad, but I think the color pattern that was chosen, it just made me feel anxious. I didn't feel like I was giving beauty girl with my character, even in the essence of being like a rock star and giving that good Willow Smith-esque vibe. It didn't feel like that those were the choices that, like the hair choice would have been made in that way. And I felt so insecure about it, and it just got to a point where I'm like, this is overtaking me. I just can't. And then towards the end of the tour, or what ended up being towards the end of the tour, my new growth, oh my gosh, that was another thing. I had no setup on how I was gonna redo my hair on the road because my hair was gonna grow out. I had at least this much, like to the point where when I would put my hair in a ponytail, like you see how I have this headband here, that's how far back my new growth was. Child, it was ghetto. But that was one thing. Also, being on the road, oof, touring is tough. And I think I'm gonna do a separate video on what it's really like to be on tour, because we're so focused on being booked, but there are pros and cons to all bookings. But I feel like it's something real specific about touring that I don't think we have enough conversations about, and I want to have a true dialogue about that, because it's just not. It's not for everybody, and I there's something in my spirit that's just like, I got one to two more tours left in me, because I want to get I want to get me down packed in terms of figuring out what I need. But yeah, so that's basically where I have been for quite some time. I have been trying to grab my footing in life, being an educator, being a performer, and preparing to be a wife, because I'm getting married in a couple months, which is mind-boggling. That also was just like really strange to do on the road, because I feel like there were so many things that I had to do while I was away, or entrust my fiance to do while I was away, that I wanted to physically be here for. Being away is tough. Being like doing the thing that you want to do is just really rough. But in one aspect, I got to go to a lot of cities that I had not been to before, or haven't been there in quite some time. But my top 2 favorite places where I went was Chicago and Nashville. I will go into more detail about that in my touring video. This is just to catch up and let y'all know where I have been and what's been going on. But like, magic. Just like sheer, utter magic. I believe that at this point in my life, reflecting on the entire process of sending in my audition video, getting the call back, being a part of the show, accepting it, and going through the actual contract, I was in many different spaces mentally I needed to come home. So the tour getting canceled, which I don't know if I mentioned, but the tour was canceled. Coming back home allowed me to just like regain grounding I didn't have while I was on the road, and I felt really outside of my body. I felt outside of my comfort zone, and not the discomfort that helps you grow, but like the discomfort of I'm not feeling safe nor good or confident, and I don't want to feel that way. So now that I am home, I actually came home and got to feel support in the greatest way possible. My vocabulary is escaping me just thinking about it, because I feel like I didn't even have time to mourn the way I probably would have in terms of like retreating to myself, because people showed up for me in a way that didn't require me to even ask. And I appreciate it a lot, because it reminded me that I'm not by myself, and there's a team of us that are going through this process. Like, and it was a great reminder that my success is not mine alone. It is a group effort, and I just happen to be the person, executing it, but it's executing it with people having their hands on my back to say like move forward. Now that I am back home, I am not giving up on my journey. There's still a lot of items on my to-do list that I'm working through. I am leaning on people who are around me to make sure that the vision is complete. To end this video, everything that needed to end ended, whether I wanted it to or not. At first I was just kind of like, what the heck is going on? Like, I'm not understanding it. But I think now, especially because I'm 29 and I'm entering into my last 6 months of my 20s, I took it as a sign that, okay, the last few years of this decade for me have been tumultuous in a way that I could not have predicted. But the space that was created to invite new energy, new love, new support, friendship, opportunities, all of that is exactly what needed to happen. I am entering a new phase of appreciation for that in a way that I needed to. One thing I want to say though, especially to my cast, is that I really appreciated our time together on the road. Like, we had some banging times. I mean, the nights out, even though I was definitely like, don't ask me to go out past this time. I appreciate them backing me up when my wallet was stolen, covering me. I appreciated the support when I would either ramble, because I would talk to anybody who got a set of ears. Like, why not? No, I think I just like people, so I'll do it. But I enjoyed just hearing where everybody was from, what they were doing, hearing their goals, supporting them, reading with them. What? Oh, a friend. I'll call him back. It was a beautiful experience meeting beautiful people, and I don't regret it. I love all of them in a different way. And I can't wait to see where they end up going, because they are a special group of people, and I know that they're going to go very, very far. Hopefully we go far together, because like maybe we'll book another show and be able to complete it. No LOL there, like I'm so serious. But yes, thank you all for watching. I hope that you got something from this very rambly video. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next show. Bye.